What's up, guys?
Where today? Can you do a clap?
Not really. My hand's kind of...
We'll do something equivalent. That actually really helped. Yeah, that'll be fine, probably.
Is that on?
Slap your face. There we go.
Is that good?
That'll be good. Hello and welcome to the Jessica Jones show. So it's going to be a weekly show. Till the end of time, hopefully.
Till Jessica Jones ends.
Till Jessica Jones doesn't exist anymore.
Trouble is, we're just watching the first season on repeat.
So we're going to run out of things to talk about eventually, but this is the only show where Jessica Jones is the main topic of the show.
The only show?
This is called the Jessica Jones show. What's it? The Jennifer Jane. What the fuck's her name? Jessie.
Jessica.
Jesson. Jessica Jones is the Marvel Netflix TV show.
It's like Daredevil, but...
It's like Daredevil, but she's a weak woman.
And she can see.
No, sorry, she's strong. And she's not blind. So Jim kind of was watching it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't actually know why.
And he kept bringing it up. Turned it into a bit of a little running gag on Jar Media. And then I started watching it. And I finished it. I actually watched the whole show. Now you
understand why I was always bringing it up.
Now I understand, because it's a perplexing show.
Yeah, it's not what you expect.
It's not what you expect.
It fiddles you around.
It fiddles your winkly bits.
Yeah, it does.
Ask on the doll where Jessica Jones touched you. Ask on the doll where Kilgrave touched you. This is a spoilers video. This is going to be a spoilers thing. So before we move into spoilers, Jim, in essence, would you recommend Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes, I would.
You say yes.
Absolutely.
I think I would too. I would say yes if you're a fan of rape.
If you're a woman or a man.
If you're a woman or a man, or if you like lesbians and things like that.
If you like lesbians. If you like strong black men.
If you like Doctor Who.
If you like Doctor Who. If you like rapists.
There you go. So that's the spoiler part, the non-spoiler part over. Now is when the reins real come off. You're going to give your honest thoughts on Jessica Jones. Yeah. What was I just doing just there?
You were pretending to be Kilgraved.
I was. They actually say in the show, "He's been Kilgraved." Do you remember
Shit,
that?
they do.
They do. They actually say that. That's like something I'd say.
Yeah, it is.
So
I kind of liked it when she was like, "Wow, you came up with that name, Kilgrave."
Everyone made fun of it the whole way.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, 10 years old?
He is like a fucking 10-year-old.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about him.
No, so Jessica Jones is a private investigator who also basically happens to have super strength and can jump like a spider.
She's like the Hulk, but less green. She's
like the Hulk, but not the Hulk at all. She's just strong.
But she jumps like him. She's
strong, but she can get shot and stuff. It's set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They make sure that you know that.
Oh, they really fucking make sure.
They put in a couple
worse stuff in the TV show. It was the same in the first season of Daredevil.
It wasn't quite as bad.
It wasn't as bad in
Daredevil. No, it's because in this one I guess they were more scared because more people know what Daredevil is than Jessica Jones, so they have more trust in Daredevil, I guess. But no one knows who Jessica Jones is.
He's also kind of more generic.
Like, Daredevil's cool.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, he's a white man who's really hot.
True. And he's got a funny mouth.
He's got a hot mouth.
So Jessica Jones is a private MILF investigator. She takes pictures of black men, burly black men.
She takes pictures of anyone as long as they're fucking.
But basically over the course of the season, things transpire. The main villain of the show is this person we've been referencing called Kilgrave, played by David Tennant, aka Doctor Who or Doctor Pooh.
Very good actor.
The whole season only works because of Kilgrave and his character.
Yep.
He's the only thing that keeps the show compelling. He's the only thing that keeps the show reasonable. He's the only thing that drives the show. He's the only thing that's interesting in the show.
And he's dead.
Spoilers?
We fucking said it already.
He had to die. He was too evil by the end of it. I thought maybe they were going to try and make it this power play between Jessica and her, like trying to control him because she's the only one who could control him.
Yeah.
And work together. That was a cool episode, that one, where they worked together.
I was kind of hoping they'd do more.
Yeah, I suppose they thought, we gotta have the part where the twins go Okay, let's talk. Can I just talk about things I don't like first? I'm really fed up with. I like starting with the stuff, or maybe we should start with the good stuff.
What start with the good stuff.
Okay, let's start with the good. I like Jessica Jones a lot. I like Luke Cage a lot. I like Kilgrave a lot.
Yep. Yeah, you pretty much hit the nail on the head.
I'm just trying to not mention anything I don't like.
Yeah.
In the things I do like. The music's quite good sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's compelling.
Yeah. It's so weird because
it is weird. It's horribly flawed. It's horribly
flawed, and by all rights, I should hate this show.
Yeah.
But I think it is completely down to Kilgrave, because I don't think Luke Cage or Jessica Jones are really interesting enough.
No, they're not.
At all without Kilgrave. Like,
Kilgrave is what makes them interesting.
Yeah, Jessica Jones' whole backstory is pretty much
defined by
only
him.
Interesting because of Kilgrave.
Yeah. It would be so generic without him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the good stuff over. So, no, because like in Daredevil, we could just say the action scenes are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This guy is fucking awesome.
That's one complaint with Jessica Jones.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's start with that. The action is fucking lame in Jessica Jones. It's fucking lame. It's shot poorly. Like, I even noticed the editing was bad.
Yeah, it looks bad.
I was always like, I was just waiting for the action scenes to be over a lot of the time.
It looks cheap. Like,
the show looks cheap.
Especially compared to Daredevil.
Daredevil has, like, production value off the fucking charts.
I know. Like, production value better than the fucking most recent Marvel movie.
Yeah. Which is fucking weird.
Yeah, which is
it had better choreography. It had better cinematography.
The camera work is amazing.
Yeah. It has nothing on Daredevil in my mind, this show. But I noticed, like, this show has, like, a 90 or something on Metacritic or something like that for some reason. But, I mentioned that Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Kilgrave are what I like. Mm-hmm. I hate every other character in the show. I hate every single one. Actually, I don't mind the Morpheus character, the Matrix lesbian. She's fine. She never fucked me off. She was at least a consistent character that made sense.
Just kind of a bitch.
She was just a bitch, but like that was the writing, and she was good playing that character. She's a good actress.
I was alright with the blonde girl that got Kilgraved.
Oh yeah, Babed, whatever her name is.
Yeah, Babed.
Hope. Her name was Hope.
Fucking hell, it was Hope, wasn't it?
Yep, she's a Final Fantasy character.
Yep.
She was fine, I guess. She was a bit too like, ew!
Yeah, but I mean, she was literally raped and then told to kill her parents.
Oh, Jim, that's just
forced to kill her
parents. A different perspective thing. You're taking it out of context. Not funny. Nothing funny about
that. No. Not at all.
No, here's what I'm saying though. Some of the characters in this fucking show
are the fucking worst from anything ever.
They are like the worst character. Like, even like acting so bad that it's like it pulls you out of it completely.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, there are scenes with the druggy guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of that drug character. And he's going to be in the next season though, for sure. He's going to be like the admin.
Yeah.
At her desk. Which I can deal with, I guess.
He's going to be the...
I wasn't too mad on the blonde woman in Daredevil in the first season, but she's way better in the second season.
I was fine with her. And
I mean, I didn't dislike her on the drug guy from this show level. It's just because he was like so fucking weird, and you never knew what he was going to say. He was so fucking inconsistent, and he was boring.
Yeah, he was really fucking boring, and
every scene with him was like, what? This is so boring.
When it was scenes with him and Jessica wasn't even in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one where he's talking to what's-her-face, the sister.
Wait, don't even go into the twins yet. We'll do that in one sec.
But yeah, it actually pissed me off because of they focus on these characters that you're meant to like, I guess.
Yeah, they felt they needed like B plots because for some reason.
But it's like a weird Marvel thing where they feel like they have to put in this like light-hearted stuff.
Yeah.
This character with this wacky ass fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
When this guy is literally...
You're talking about the twin?
Yeah.
No, we can't talk about twins
But
yet.
I mean, I'm just saying there are characters with wacky dialogue.
Yeah.
And one who makes banana bread. When there's a guy, a serial rapist running around.
Yeah, it's a tonal problem.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about the twins then and move into this tonal problem then. Across from Jessica Jones is an apartment where these twins live. A boy and a girl. Above her, sorry. A boy and a girl, grown man and woman, not understood I didn't understand if it was incestuous or not. To me, it seemed a bit incestuous.
To me, it wasn't. So.
I don't know what the fuck the writers were trying to achieve with these characters, because they ultimately have 0 point at all. They're like quirky, I guess. They're written to be weird on purpose, but to a point where it's like no one would ever act like this.
Yeah, that's the problem, because spoiler alert, her fucking brother kills himself because Kilgrave tells him to.
Yeah.
He cuts his own throat.
Kilgrave is like, he was fucking annoying. I told him to slit his own throat with a machete. And it's played for laughs.
Yeah, I kind of like that, because it's like...
That's okay.
You kind of see where he's coming
I was saying to you, like, it's fine to have these weird, quirky characters to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
But...
I think the way they made Kilgrave react to them was perfect.
Yeah.
I think the way the sister of the guy that fucking killed himself reacted was completely wrong and made no sense to an actual human.
Like, if you really wanted to go deep, like, well, she's like really fucking weird, like, she wouldn't react in a normal way, but like, this is a TV show, okay? You need to convey things quick, snappy, simple, and easy to understand. This is a Marvel TV show. She was
in it so much as well.
She was in it a lot. She had way too much screen time. And she was never charming. She was never funny. She was just fucking annoying. And just every time she was on screen, like, I just laughed at it. I just thought it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones pulls her twin brother's head off after he's dead, because she wants to go to the police station and do some shit. The druggie guy, who's not a druggie anymore, takes the twin who's alive to the dock where his mangled corpse is, where she proceeds to take a phone charger from around her neck, say that they're like a bargain or some shit, and then throw it in the river. And then say, like, he wore socks with sandals. Just, like, weird shit like that. It was that level. And I was like, what? What are you trying to make me feel right now? Are you playing this for laughs?
If she had, like, a breakdown there and then.
Yeah.
Like, that would have...
Yeah.
Then that would have been... stuff would have sort of made sense. It would have been like
a front.
Kilgrave has fucked it.
Yeah.
And they made it seem as if they were completely dependent on each other.
Yeah.
As twins. And
but even when, like,
she just makes fucking
Kilgrave
jokes.
makes that character try and hang herself, and she just acts like, oh, what I gotta, oh. It's like, fuck you. It's so weird because the tonal thing, everything with Jessica Jones is super fucking serious. Yeah. Everything with Luke Cage is super fucking serious.
Yeah, like really.
Kilgrave
serious.
is quite goofy, only in the way that he's like this weird child-minded like freak, but it's still serious. He's just quite he's a character.
His like childishness to everyone else is really fucked up.
Yeah, and gross and weird.
And yeah,
and the themes of the
really
show are gross and disgusting. We're talking about rape. We're talking about murder. We're talking about like choice,
and suicide. Right?
Suicide. All these disgusting themes, which are very serious. And then when you throw something like that in there, it's like, out of all of the things you could have had for comedic relief, you choose that. Like, Foggy is like fucking amazing in comparison to this. In Daredevil.
Foggy was the closest thing in season 1 to something like that.
Like Daredevil, in Daredevil, Foggy was a bit goof.
In season
but he
1,
was never like ridiculous. Like you know people like Foggy, goofs just like that.
Absolutely, because then when something serious happens, he reacts seriously.
Yeah. There are scenes in Daredevil that are effective because of him suddenly acting serious, even though he's always been a goof.
And like when he gets pissed off, it's like...
Yeah, it's like, he really means it. Because he's usually such a happy goofter. But like, I never want to see that twin character ever again. If it's in season 2, it's like, I'll be like, fuck off, I don't care.
Yeah.
Fuck you. So, Kilgrave is the main reason the whole show works.
Yes.
It's the main thread of the whole show. It's the main conflict of the whole show. It's what everything revolves around. Everything. I don't know how a season 2 is going to work at all. Yeah, quite frankly, without that character, you need a villain as strong as that to pin everything on, because Luke Cage isn't interesting, Jessica Jones isn't interesting enough by himself, and their stuff together, like, it's all sorted basically by the end of it. Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with that. But there are a couple of things with Kilgrave where I was like, come on.
Like what?
First off, like,
is it his backstory?
I didn't like his backstory. He's just some kid who was tested on. It was one of those things where, like, if you just didn't explain that to me, it would have been better to me.
Some of it I liked, like when Jessica was playing the video of him as a kid, like screaming.
Yeah, that stuff was fine, but you didn't need to like go into the detail of like we were testing this on him to see if his reflectors were pinging. It's like, fuck off. We don't care. It doesn't matter. It's fucking superhero bullshit. It doesn't fucking matter. But like, and then they break his power down into being like, it's actually a virus.
Yeah, that shit they didn't need. All they needed to say was that because pretty much the reason he's so fucked up and he is a villain is because he had no parenting.
Yeah. He was like tortured.
He remained a kid.
Yeah. And that he was but
so that part of the backstory they did need. The parents.
Yeah, they did need that, but that could have worked without going into like ridiculous detail. And then
it's a virus that can be super powered.
Yeah, and then it turns into like goofball. It's Kilgrave's power is actually a virus, which if we inject him with this super serum, it will actually enhance the power of his virus. It's like, fuck off.
But then it makes less sense that Jessica can just...
Yeah, because it's important that Jessica can
She's immune.
Fight against it because some dumb reason.
There is no reason.
It's because...
They don't explain it.
They do explain it. It just makes no sense. It's like when he made her kill Luke Cage's wife, she knew deep down she didn't want to do it, which made her not want to follow commands after.
They say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if Kilgrave told me to kill my parents...
I did like the reveal that he knew all along that she couldn't be controlled by him for a while.
Yeah.
Another thing that was something that not many people would notice, I doubt, with Kilgrave is I expect someone who wasn't English wrote his dialogue, because a lot of the time he would say words that he would never say, like tosser, wanker, like these words that are just like so ridiculously English that it's like, come on, he would never say this shit. It's just like English buzzword. Ooh, he's so quirky. Like,
say wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, that was just like, I guess they might have been a fan of Doctor Who or some shit. He would have really called them all cunts.
Yeah, a true English fucking man-child.
Yeah, so the action's kind of lame.
But yeah, Kilgrave ties it all together. Makes all this shit that we're complaining about.
Yeah, because whenever he's on scene, it's like, oh, yes, mummy.
You can stand it.
He's a compelling, interesting character. And the way he's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Which makes scenes with him interesting. Because Jessica Jones is predictable, Luke Cage is predictable, but throwing him in makes everything completely off the wild.
He's not unpredictable in that, like, he's inconsistent though.
No.
Like, he'll do something and it's like, that's totally him.
Yeah. There are some, like, writing things with, like, inconsistencies, like, how would he know to say this specific thing to someone to do later? It's like, whatever. And, like, there's, like, a time limit on how long his power affects people, but sometimes, like, when it was relevant to the plot, it, like, wouldn't.
Nah, after he, like, injects himself with super serum, then it lasts longer.
Yeah. God, it's goof, isn't it? It's so fucking goof. We completely forgot about the pretty much redundant plot line of the talk show woman who's best friends with Jessica and
Pills guy
and the policeman who I hope died when that bomb went off. I didn't like him either. Remember that bomb went off, that old lady?
No, it's after the old lady bomb that he gets the pills, isn't it?
Yeah. But he's fucking annoying before that, though.
Yeah, he's pretty annoying. Yeah, those two are just annoying. They're not like...
They're not
fucking shite.
But they're worse. They're like worse than Foggy, though.
Yeah, it's still worse than Foggy.
That's our level.
Yeah.
The Foggy meter. I like Foggy.
I like him now.
I
fucking despised him in pretty much the entirety of
I didn't hate him in season 1 too much. Thought he was alright. He was the weak link. But now I don't think he is the weak link.
There isn't really a weak link now.
No.
I think the dialogue in Jessica Jones, a lot of it is fucking shit as well.
Dialogue.
Yeah.
The dialogue is...
No. Do you remember what Luke Cage says when he finds out Jessica killed his wife?
What?
He says like, "You let me be inside you."
Yeah,
like,
I did remember that. That was...
Who the fuck would say that?
It's like a porno acting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it's like that fucking scene in Game of Thrones as well. Like, people who fucking wrote porn are writing Jessica Jones.
That's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what was that other line you keep quoting?
Low blow.
Low blow, Jessica.
Yeah.
Low blow. It's like, come on. But all said and done, did enjoy it.
Yep. Like I said, it's fucking weird. And
It's fucking weird, goofy. Without Kilgrave, I don't, because all the advertising was around him. Even it wasn't even around Jessica Jones.
Completely around him.
So I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it.
Yeah, they knew as well. They clearly knew that.
Yeah, they knew that was the through line for the season. I guess what they need now is Benedict Cumberbatch to come in and play Sherlock Holmes.
Because he's fucking Doctor Strange in the same universe.
Oh yeah, just put
Martin oh no, he's already in it.
There's no actor left. We'll have to start getting aliens to play Marvel heroes. Oh god, you're looking forward to
real aliens.
You're looking forward to the Luke Cage solo series.
No.
Because I have to say though, I do prefer the TV universe over the
I think
cinematic
the
one.
ties to the cinematic one pull it down.
Yeah, whenever they bring it up, it's like
more goofy and less hard hitting.
Because the theming and the subject matter of these shows, Daredevil and Jessica Jones, it's really serious.
Mm-hmm.
They're based in very serious issues. So it makes the show more compelling to me, and things have weight to them. People do die or can get hurt. Like even Jessica Jones gets hurt.
Like you don't need in a fucking Marvel movie. You don't need
every character dying left and right.
You don't need rape in it.
No.
You can have stakes.
Yeah. It's like a different thing though. With the gritty universe with violence, it's just more. It just feels more. I can just get invested into it easier.
It's like a real world.
Yeah, it makes it feel more real. Even though it's, fucking shit. Hello, Jessica! Let go! There were a couple of parts where I, winced and how disgusting some of the things he made people do were.
Like what?
It was weird that there were, loads of, B plot lines that just went nowhere, basically. Like, Matrix woman, Morpheus, and her wife. That did have a good point, actually, which I thought was clever. Was she was being tempted by Kilgrave's power to try and convince her stubborn ex-wife to sign the divorce papers. But then they're like, oh, she doesn't want to do that in the end. Let's just fucking kill her. Let's have her fall over and die. And then there was
she gets shot, doesn't she, by the fucking...
No, the Morpheus's new hubby hits her over the head really hard.
Wife. Yeah, and kills her.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Yeah, so that was a weird plot line, that whole thing. And then there was the policeman plot line.
The pills.
With the super pills that made him a superhero.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. He said,
and there was the backstory with bitch mum.
Yeah.
Which did relate to Jessica, to be fair. So I guess it's all full circle. It just made me think, oh, I really like Daredevil a lot.
Yeah. The thing is, Daredevil does work on his own.
Mm-hmm. Like Daredevil could be a show without being connected to Marvel Universe and still be cool.
Yeah, but his everything doesn't depend on what's his face, the
Kilgrave
or
Kingpin.
Kingpin, yeah.
Yeah.
He's interesting without Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Jones is not interesting without Kilgrave.
It's because Jessica Jones will kill people. No, she won't. She never
She will now. She kills Kilgrave.
Oh yeah, but it's not a big deal because she's not against it. Whereas Daredevil's the Batman thing, where it's I'm not going to kill
because he's Catholic.
Mm-hmm. He's always got conflict that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He's always got opponents that are interesting. Like Punisher is one of the, if not the best antagonist character in the Marvel universe, I reckon. Yeah. Out of all the villains, Loki's just goof.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have anyone else, as far as I'm concerned, that's on the level of the Punisher. I thought the Punisher was so fucking cool.
Yeah, he was really cool. But the best villains are ones that you can identify with.
Mm-hmm.
And you can totally see where he comes from.
Yeah, Punisher made sense. You're oh shit, I've been following Daredevil this whole time, but I'm kind of rooting for the Punisher right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his one makes more sense to me.
And his backstory to
and
why
his
he does it
backstory,
all.
yeah. And I'm way for the Punisher solo show over the fucking
Yeah.
Luke Cage one.
Fucking definitely. Because Luke Cage and Jessica aren't that flawed.
No.
Like, at all.
No.
Her flaw
Was Kilgrave.
was that she was controlled by Kilgrave, and that's not even a flaw.
No, it's
Because
not her
everyone
fault.
gets controlled.
And apart from that, she's just super strong.
Yeah.
And
kind
her
of
parents
pouty.
died because of her.
Because of her.
They're just bad driving.
And Luke Cage, his fault is that his wife's dead.
Because of Kilgrave.
Yeah.
It all comes back to Kilgrave. Maybe they just resurrect him. Maybe the villain from the next one will be like someone who can resurrect people. And they just bring him back.
I feel like Kilgrave would make a great, like, whole, just loads of the characters villain.
Yeah, he could have been, because I'm pretty sure they're building like a TV
Yeah.
cinematic universe. TV universe, sorry. There's no cinematic part to it.
And then make them all fight. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I was thinking when he makes Luke Cage fight Jessica,
Mm-hmm.
so it'd be cool if it was Daredevil trying to fight Jessica.
Daredevil fighting Stick.
Oh yeah. So all in all, the twins are. Hope they get their own spin-off series called Twins.
Step twins.
And it's a prequel set before everything that happens,
I like that.
and it ends with him buying a machete and then really brutally cutting his own throat.
It ends with him making some banana bread.
Yeah. Fucking what's his face? Kilgrave's power is so fucking ultimate. He could have been a villain in one of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Like, he could be like a Captain America villain. Fight Iron Man. It would have been more convincing, wouldn't it? In like Batman vs Superman, if like Lex Luthor had that power or some shit. Fight him. No.
If Kilgrave was in it instead of Lex.
Yeah. I think that's why you couldn't have it in the movie, because it's too ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck are you supposed to beat him? Actually, but then at the same time, like,
If Jessica beat him.
no, get Thor to put headphones in. Just fucking fly over and
Yeah,
just fucking crush him.
they did that in the show, didn't they? Someone just puts headphones in.
Yeah, but that person was like a human being though. They weren't Thor.
Yeah, but I mean, Thor's a god anyway. Could he be controlled by some virus?
Who fucking cares is my answer to that one.
I don't.
Yeah, so Jessica Jones, check it out if you've got a pussy and like lesbians.
Or if you don't have a pussy and you like big black men.
All of the things are covered.
He's a very pretty man.
He's a very pretty man. And unbreakable skin, you could scratch him all you want.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't feel it. We'd feel it, but wouldn't hurt him.
What does he feel?
Loss for his wife that he loved dearly, that Jessica murdered. Spoilered.
You let me be inside you.
Classic dialogue. Quentin Tarantino must have written that.
Thanks, Quentin.
Thanks, Quentin. So tune in next week where we review the episode 1.
Episode 1, aka Inside You.
They just called I Was Inside You, the show. Is that the name of that episode?
That's the name of.
I forgot about that fucking bit of dialogue. What the fuck? What a
Yeah.
weird.
No, that's what I wanted to.
You let me be inside you.
I wanted to say that ages ago because I fucking hated it and it really pissed
Did you
me
giggle though when you said it?
off. No, I went.
That's my exact reaction too. Like, no one would ever say that.
Exactly. That's what pisses me off most in these fucking.
If anything, they'd be like,
Marvel
"You let
shows.
me slide my cock into your pussy."
Yeah.
In real life.
If it was you, then maybe.
I'm done. Oh, Luke. Let me be inside you. I'm done, Jim. 3, 2, 1, record.
Let me be inside you.